Right, can you all hear me okay? Yeah, brilliant. Pizza. Pizza's been my thing forever. I've always made pizza. Had a lovely pizza oven. I've gone from the Uni ones over to the Gosney one. You'll all get to have a go on that as well, and you'll get to have a go with using the spade as well as the turning peel as well. Okay, I'll show you how to do all of that. It would be impossible for me to do a demo making the dough. I have got a YouTube video of the whole process, so please do watch that, but I will talk you through it. There's a couple of things I use that are essential, one of which is 00 flour. 00 flour is it's normal plain flour, but it's been milled an extra time, which makes it nice and fine. I use it for cakes and everything. It's you can get this particular brand, the Caputo one, you can get that in Morrison's. But you can get, I buy it in bulk because I make so much with it. I use it for my focaccia. Did some of you have my focaccia last night? Or some of you may be having my focaccia tonight. But that's made with the 00 flour. That's the main flour that we use for the base, as well as some yeast. Now this is instant yeast, which is different to dried active yeast. When you go into the supermarkets, don't buy the dried active yeast, it won't work. You need an instant yeast. Okay, there's the Caputo one here. I do have them there. I've got, I might be able to sell some of these as well. If you're interested and want to get some of these, I'll look up what the retail price is, and because I bought a box of them. The other essentials is Mutti tomatoes. Don't even bother using supermarket's own brand, rubbish. They're usually something like 80% tomatoes, and then all these acidity regulators and all these nasties in there. You don't want that. You want Mutti, which is 100% Italian tomatoes. Okay, that's an essential thing. We're going to make a margherita. I'm going to start making it now. The other thing. The reason I use semola flour is just to move the pizza on the base, because it's slightly coarser than the fine 00 flour, and that burns. When that goes into the pizza oven, it will just burn, sets fire. So we want to avoid that, so we use a slightly thicker. So I'm going to put some of this semola flour down on the base, and we're all going to use this. So cover it nicely, so we've got loads of manoeuvrability for making a pizza. And I've already made the dough. I made it 2 days ago, so it's been triple fermented, which makes it lovely and soft. So I'll just take one out. Now, as you can see, it's just floppy. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And we're just gonna coat that in in that flour, and we can press it out. If your dough is springing back, if you've not left it long enough, your dough's not ready to do anything with. So you don't want springy dough. Never want to work with springy dough. It needs to be soft like this, so you can just stretch it and pull it, put it on the back of your hands, and let it naturally form into a lovely big pizza shape. You don't want to tear it and pull it. You're just pressing the air from the thin section in the middle, pushing all that air, and it goes out to the rim so that you get a lovely crust. And all the air that's in there is there and not in the middle. If you get big bubbles, pop them. The big bubbles are a pain in the arse. When you're cooking your pizza, you just get these big bubbles popping up, and it's not what you want. Right, so I now have that on the deck. It's quite a big pizza, this one. The Mutti tomatoes we have here, all I've done is from the tin with some salt. That's all you need. You don't need pre-cooked tomatoes. That oven is going to nuke it at 500 degrees, so don't worry about that. You just want plain chopped tomatoes, nice and fresh. We put some of that on the pizza. Less is more as well. Don't overdo it, otherwise it gets all soggy and it risks it tearing. So we just want a nice light even spread of the tomato across the base, not out to the crust. No, it's good. Lovely. Now, what will happen when you put Parmesan cheese on there, if you put that on the top, it's going to burn because it's going to be really fine. So we want this Parmesan cheese to be sitting there on the very bottom layer of the pizza. A lot of people, naturally, you put Parmesan cheese on top of your food. So it's a natural reaction, but not this case. We want the flavour of the Parmesan, we want the saltiness to cut through, but we're going to put it on the very bottom layer. Now, the mozzarella cheese, if you use the wet stuff, it's going to be too wet and your pizza's going to be soupy, which is okay if you're eating it with a knife and fork in a restaurant. In fact, that's how you're supposed to eat pizza, with a knife and fork in a restaurant. If you want sliced pizza, it's normally thick focaccia. This is what you get in Italy. Everywhere you go, it's big, thick focaccia slices, but the restaurants do the Neapolitan pizzas. So you want the sort of dried out pizza style mozzarella, and just cut it into chunks. You don't want grated. Grated will burn because it's too thin. I'm going to fess up. Making pizza on a pizza oven is a little bit like making pancakes. The first one is never the best one, so I'm doing you all a massive favour. I'm going to make a naff one and you're going to make good ones, okay? Remember, less is more. You don't want to overdo it, otherwise it just becomes too gooey and not a nice crispy crunchy pizza. So nice evenly spread of the cheese. The next thing, thank you Mel. Where are we at with this then? Okay, it's down. This is the spade or peel. What we're going to do is we actually need to coat this in the flour. This is really important, okay? It will help the pizza slide onto it. If we need to get more, which I actually do, I'll put it at the front, make sure it's on there. Okay, that's going to be good, and the pizza will slide. We need to lift it up. This is where it all goes horribly wrong in front of you all. Or not. Okay, that's gone on perfectly. If it's gone on a bad shape, now's your time to just adjust it, move things around. I've seen a gap where I'm going to put a little bit of cheese, just where it's slightly stretched there. But you can actually just pick it up and just move it and get your shape. This is the time. Really important, lift it up, tap the bottom and rub the, you don't want any of that flour to be going into the oven because it will catch fire and burn. And it does. You can't avoid it, especially on the smaller ones. This is a portable one, so it's really easy to set fire to it because everything's very close and contained in there. The bigger ones that you might have in your garden, they are a little bit easier. So bear with if you do set fire, don't worry. That's on there. You don't want to have things hanging around too long either. And we're going to go in here with one little swipe like that. Before we move it, we want to make sure it's baked on the bottom. So if you start going in there and start moving it now, it's going to be all still wet dough and it will start sticking. Gotta look at that bubble, don't want that big bubble. Hey ho, it'll go. Okay, just waiting for it to cook on the base. Sorry, this is just videos of my bum. Sorry. You just have to wait, you have to keep lifting it up to make sure that the base is cooking. It's not too far off now, just slowly turning it around, making sure we get that nice even cook, and make sure the base is cooked. Okay, we're in. There we go. Pizza. Right, what you will do, you'll take it out and you'll put it straight here. And now you can garnish if you want with a bit of basil. The smaller basil leaves are sweeter. So pick some of the small ones. That isn't a bad looking pizza, is it? And just give it a drizzle of olive oil. Okay, just a little drizzle. And that is a beautiful pizza, hey? I've done it a few times.
Oh,
how's that?
Oh, yeah. Nice.